However, Michele wasn't the only big name on the NBC show that evening, as The Whale and Stranger Things star Sadie Sink also joined Fallon on the sofa for a chat. But when the primetime talk show host invited the two to take part in a game of charades, some eagle-eyed fans claimed to have spotted a rather awkward moment where they think the former Glee actor pushed Sink out of her way. The moment came when Fallon and Tarek Trotter teed up the classic parlor game towards the end of the show during an episode earlier this month. "Joining my team, she stars in The Whale, which is in theaters right now. Please welcome, Sadie Sink," Fallon announced to rapturous applause from the studio audience. A beaming Sink emerged from behind a curtain before shaking Trotter and Fallon's hands and taking a spot next to them. Fallon then introduced Michele, announcing, "And joining Tarek's team, she stars in Funny Girl, now playing at Broadway's August Wilson Theatre. Please welcome Lea Michele." Once again, the audience erupted into applause as Michele emerges waving at the crowd before placing a welcoming hand on Sink's arm and shaking Fallon and Trotter's hands. "I'm apologizing in advance," she shouted before she slipped into the spot where Sink was initially standing. Sink spotted Michele slowly walking back into her spot and took a step to the side to allow her fellow actor to stand beside Trotter. "I think you're gonna be great," Fallon replied as he tried to calm Michelle's fears before he reeled off the rules for the game. As they all went to take their seats, Michele also ended up walking across Sink's path to get to her sofa before the Stranger Things star could. In the end, Sink and Fallon emerged victorious after the game, prompting a celebratory dance from the talk show host. However, it wasn't the outcome of the game which had fans at home talking. Clips of the introduction have since gone viral on TikTok and other social media outlets, with fans slamming the way Michele took Sink's spot on the stage. "I watched this live and it was so cringe, disrespectful, and it's actually extremely immature move," wrote a TikTok user to the clip, via Unilad. A second went on to comment on Michelle's behavior, "Dang, Lee knows where the camera is at all times." YouTube user @SayTheWordI'mAnIdiot Out Loud reacted to the clip shared on The Tonight Show's channel. "Okay, Lee was being so rude, but like, did you see how protective Jimmy was with Sadie? I loved that so much." While on Twitter, user @SeenByAshlix fumed, 36 years old Lea Michele rudely pushed 20 years old Sadie Sink out of the way for what? She's really not changing my opinion that she's a TT, they added. Elsewhere, @9TheDead also blasted the Glee star, "Was watching the charades video Sadie Sink and Lea Michele and y'all, Miss Lee gave Sadie the shadiest, fakest smile I've ever seen, like, But others were quick to defend Michele, as Paul Southall argued, "Just watched Lea Michele push Sadie Sink out the way. Are people actually for real? Like, do people actually think that happened? #Lea Michele, #Sadie Sink, #Glee, #Stranger Things." The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon airs weeknight on NBC in the USA.